I'm on a journey. The end of my story wasn't that Sean died in the woods, homeless, broken down, beaten, and destroyed. God moved in my life and brought me out of just certain death.
I have seen the reason why God made me a nurse. And I just feel that the Holy Spirit has brought me here, and I am ready to make a difference and impact others and help bring the life of Christ and the love of Christ to others.
Think about your kids, think about the whole picture. Tuck away your pride and get in there and get a hand up. And maybe someday I'll be able to do the same to someone else, pay it forward.
We need to not simply read about the poor, think about the poor. We need to actually encounter them face to face, recognize their humanity. When you do that, that changes this challenge of poverty from a very theoretical and abstract societal issue to a very personal one-on-one.
For 70 years, through its mission and programs, Catholic Charities for the Diocese of Arlington has provided real-time opportunities for people to be truly transformed by encounters with one another. Whether you are the giver or the receiver of our work, it is in the exchange that the gift of God's love and grace is realized.
Well, there's all kinds of poverty. I mean, there's poverty in Northern Virginia, whether it's poverty of a person's education or poverty of a particular mindset. But in terms of financial poverty, you especially find that in the rural areas because of a lack of industry.
Front Royal has kind of fallen on hard times. It had its industry that it depended on, and when that industry went away, you had a lot of people who no longer had jobs.
I love my clients. I do. There's been so many that come in, they don't want to come in because they're embarrassed. Some of them have what I call a series of unfortunate events where they have one thing that leads to another and they don't know how to get out of it.
I was in college and I had to drop out because my parents were dying and I got laid off. It's a struggle, and I mean, I've walked the walk. It's hard. They have really good food, and my kids love it. You know, I'm on limited funds right now, so when I come home with food from here, they're like kids in a candy store. Woo, woo. I'm digging myself out, and Catholic Charities help me get back on my feet.
Out here, most of the help that a lot of people get comes from houses of worship. People call churches, can you help me with my power bill? Can you help me with my pharmacy bill? Or can you help me with my heating oil bill?
Through the churches, who often provide that direct assistance, they can also refer those clients back to Catholic Charities when the church is not able to provide that level of help or needs more than what is available through their own resources.
Actively involved in prison ministry, Catholic Charities' Welcome Home Reentry program allows men and women the opportunity for a new start.
When I came out, I realized there's a huge disconnect between ministry in the jail and ministry outside the jail. You have to find your own church. You have to find your own way. You have to kind of figure out what you're doing on your own.
The most vulnerable time for a prisoner is right after they get out of prison. They don't have a job, they don't have any connections, they possibly have a drug problem, they're emotionally alone, they're isolated.
Once heroin really took a hold of me, it took a hold of everything. It took a hold of me mentally, physically, emotionally, everything.
They say that people with disease of addiction end up in jails, institutions, and death. I've visited all three of those, and God saw fit not to take me. He still had use for me. Dave Druitt, Dreamcoat Painting, is my current employer. God moves through him and shows me a different way.
I got involved in it because I was in prison. And I got in touch with the feeling that you get when that electronic door comes across and locks, trying to bring some light into a dark place, with the only solution being transformation. If that can happen, if the person can be transformed by the Holy Spirit, then the chances of going back to prison are almost nil.
Catholic Charities has literally helped fund me getting into an Oxford house. They're helping me find a job. They've helped me with food, clothing, therapy. They've helped me with every single resource possible.
The name of the clinic is Mother of Mercy Free Medical Clinic. And Mother of Mercy really alludes to the fact that this building, long ago, was an abortion clinic.
This clinic has been here for many years, and hundreds, even thousands of people have stood out in cold and rain praying. It's finally come around to where the Spirit worked.
The Mother of Mercy Clinic is a powerful story of transformation. As the Lord tells us, whenever we persevere in prayer, we can expect that somehow, some way in His time, those prayers will be answered.
Thanks to many people in the community who really fought to get this abortion clinic closed. And now we're going to be able to use this facility to be able to provide services to the people that are really in need of healthcare services. We're looking to service the Western Prince William County, Manassas, and Manassas Park areas.
People who come to a clinic like this don't just have health needs. They need all of the things that Catholic Charities offers.
The Mother of Mercy Clinic is an act of faith done in God's name for His glory, for His people. I'm confident that we have a bright future here. By the grace of your Holy Spirit, make this place a house of blessing and a center of love, where the faithful come to meet Jesus in the person of their brothers and sisters. And may the blessing of God, the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit come upon this facility and all who enter into this place and remain with you forever and ever.